Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus, Wiley. Damn y'all. Damn y'all. Oh man, why is everybody my friend now when they know I'm down? Like, right? I can't go on social media. I can't leave the crib in the cyberverse without y'all just laughing with a laughing emoji at me and my Clippers. Let's talk about it. We all know Clippers bounced out of the first round of the playoffs, and it's a wrap for them again. Bounced again by the same Phoenix Suns that bounced us last year. All right, let's talk about the fact that how did the Clippers get here? And I want to title it this: Injuries like ignorance is no excuse. And I was an injury-prone player, and I know that I root for an injury-prone team, but I'm going to say it again. Injuries like ignorance is no excuse. Now, I remember when they were having the groundbreaking ceremonies for the Intuit Dome, right? That's the new Clipper Stadium that's going to open up in 2024. All right, and then they went up to Steve Ballmer and addressed him and asked him a couple of questions, right? It's his arena, and we know it's going to be next level. Why? Because Steve Ballmer is building the damn thing. Who is Steve Ballmer? Forget the name. Forget the title. He is the richest owner in all of sports. Let's say that again. Because all them suckers is rich. All them suckers is wealthy. I mean generational. And then he sits at the top of the mountain of all of the owners you know, including Jerry Jones. Like Steve Ballmer's to walk up to Jerry Jones and you don't shut up, Jerry, I'll buy your ass. Like that's how much money Steve Ballmer got and would have changed. Now, that arena, that Intuit Dome is going to be next level. But even Steve Ballmer knows to fill that arena, not only with people, but energy, you need to have a viable product. And more than viable, reliable, right? And that's the problem with the Clippers. They asked him, what is his biggest disappointment so far? And he's like, oh, it's easy. People get injured. They tried to say, oh, not the fact that the Clippers haven't won a championship. And Steve Ballmer corrected him, say, fool, we would have been won a championship if we didn't get hurt. And that made me start thinking then and now. Because once again, the Clippers are out in the first round when there are teams like the Lakers, cross town, same town rivals, who they've beaten 11 times in a row. So they're a better team than the Lakers, but the Lakers are going to have better fortunes and advance past this round, it looks like. So what is going on with these damn Clippers? I don't want to hear it. First thing I always hear is the same thing that makes me think all y'all from the South and your great-great-grandmama got to you too early. Y'all say that they're cursed. There's no such thing as cursed in sports. Want to know why? Because you got to take the good with the bad, no matter how long it lasts. You want to talk about curses? Okay. So there was a time growing up for me when the 49ers were insane. There was a time where the Dallas Cowboys were insane. They were going at it, and they were just swapping championships. And then there was a time when the 49ers were dirt sorry. Y'all remember that? What happened to the curse? Oh, now the 49ers are that close to winning the championship again. So don't give me curses, right? It's no such thing. What about the Dallas Cowboys? Oh, they won 3 or 4 championships. You remember that? And the Cowboys were tilting. Now they haven't won in 20 plus years. And then when they flip it, y'all gonna say, oh, the curse is lifted. No, there was no curse, fool, because they won those championships before in the 90s. So not a believer in the curse. I'm a believer in the players and great fortune. You got to have the horses, the proper coach that can make it all work. So the jockey and the horses, but then you got to have great fortune. Let's talk about how my Clippers found themselves in this deja do, same situation we did with Lob City. Because this is exactly what happened with Lob City. We had a top-heavy team with all this talent, and we were like, yo, it's going to work. Y'all remember Lob City? DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin. We was like, it's going to happen. And it's crazy if you look at the parallels of how that went up and down and how this is going up and down. We got 7 guys. When they open up Intuit Dome, 7 guys who have player options or that are free agents, including Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Now, before that, we got Plumlee and we got Russell Westbrook to talk about in terms of contracts. Looked like Westbrook not only played himself into a real good deal, not a max deal, but a real good deal maybe even with our Clippers. Like, I like how Russell Westbrook played. Obviously, he can't make every shot, but let's finish around the rim. If he makes that layup right there, it's a tie game. Who knows how it goes? But he's always going to get to his point. He's always going to get to his sweet spot. And that's the beautiful thing about his game. And it's going to lift others to play as hard. But is it time to cut bait with our stars? Like Kawhi Leonard, I was talking to somebody on the inside, right? High-level NBA guy yesterday. And they were talking about how Kawhi's MRI looked like a firing range, looked like the paper at the firing range just shattered, just the knee. As we know, he has a torn meniscus on top of the ACL injuries, on top of the wear and tear he's had over the year. So the knee is in a position where can you rely on Kawhi Leonard to be there for the stretch of games necessary, not just the postseason, but to get yourself ready for the rigors of the postseason in the regular season. Paul George hurt at the end of the season and going all the way through the playoffs. I love both guys. At the same time, if they're not reliable, if they're not available, what are they doing in terms of value to this franchise? A lot of decisions to make when you're opening up a dome, right? Man, it's crazy. Injuries every time robbing this team. And it ain't because of no curse. It's just simply because that's the way it goes for these Clippers right now. Got to get out of this era. Got to get out of this zone. Got to get out of this cloud and this haze that is raining bad all on my Clippers. So I think the thing to do is try to find you a sweet deal with Russell Westbrook. Maybe we got to go one more year of prayers for those knees and for the issues with the injuries. Because you can't open up that dome without a star saying, honey, I'm home. Because then it's going to be a problem. So go Clips. Clip City, Chip City 2024. I keep making it go one more year past, but damn it, this one hurts. Because once again, we're losing because it hurts.